So if you're here and you've been here for a minute, you know, my main talking point on this channel is understanding the game that we're playing, right? Because we are playing a game here in America. We are playing the game of money, of wealth, of market crashes, market collapses, market spike ups. There is a game of the rich versus the poor, retail versus institutional, dumb money versus smart money, and of course they see us as dumb money. They're smart money because they're insiders. It was funny, I was even looking up something yesterday on ChatGPT. I was like, how much of the population is accredited for investors? And 20% of the population is accredited investors. I thought that was interesting. 80-20 principle. Only makes sense that 20% would be, you know, 80-20 principle at work. Now, we are in some crazy economic times. Markets are very uncertain. A lot is taking place regarding Trump, the economy, stock markets, crypto, yada, 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 yada. It is my personal opinion that all of us have to play the game and figure out how to win, right? I'm listening to Millionaire Bachelor. He hasn't posted a video in a while, but he made one about why real estate is sucks as an investment. And I thought it was interesting because I know that he is someone who's talked about how he made his money in real estate. He also doesn't shy away from the fact that it took him 10 years investing, working in real estate to build his fortune. And I really enjoy listening to other people's stories about how they built it, how they did it, how they had to sacrifice, how they had to do it and stuff like that. Because generally speaking, man, if we put in 5 to 10 years of consistent head down just investing, even with the stock market, real estate, crypto, gold, silver, I think all of it would change most people's lives. But most people do not have the discipline of putting in 5-10 years. And what I've noticed for myself as well, the older you get, the harder it is to do these things, because it is hard to teach a dog new tricks. And people become comfortable in their ways and their thinking and their beliefs. And it takes even more energy, more discipline, more consistency, more persistence to change your character, your habits, your beliefs, your disciplines, and everything else as you get older. It's not impossible. It's just so much more harder. If you are used to coming home after a long day of work, man, the first thing you do is grab a beer, sit on the couch and watch TV, and you've been doing that for 10 years, it is going to be very hard to reprogram yourself to do something different. Not impossible, it's just going to be difficult. And that's why I say in my videos, man, for you young guys, if you're here, you're watching, a large demographic of my viewership is 20 to 30s. It's like 24 to 34, and then it's like 34 to 44. And I still think 24 to 44, you're still young enough to, 60 is hard. Even 50 is hard, but just start somewhere. And that's why I say embrace the mindset of 5 to 10 years of suck, 5 to 10 years of discipline, 5 to 10 years of doing the things you don't really want to do, but you know that is going to pay off in huge dividends years down the line. Even myself, I got to mentally change myself. Like, okay, for example, me, when I first got into this business and my daughter was born, yo, I was so hungry to win. Like, you couldn't tell me nothing about not winning because I was so hungry to win. You know, and unfortunately, as you become a little bit more successful, that hunger kind of goes away. And so I'm mentally reprogramming myself now to get out of the mindset of, oh, I'm closing, I got 4, 5, 6 deals or whatever on the market. And then I got like 4 more coming up. Fuck all that. I gotta tell myself I got nothing. I got no money, no savings. I'm down to my last $1,000. Like, that's how I'm thinking. That's how I'm trying to reframe and program myself every day, where I'm like, I got nothing. Because I remember I was so hungry. I didn't have a car, but I was still door knocking. I can't tell you how there was days I would walk, yo, up 223rd, all the way up Boston Road, 100 doors, sweat out my suit, and have to walk back home to go back out and do it again. Like, I was so hungry. And it worked. It really worked. You know, so we have to figure out how to play this game here in America. The point I was bringing up, millionaire bachelor, whatever the case is, whatever his name is, he was talking about and talking about how, you know, real estate is glorified as this get rich quick or get rich simple easy type of method, and it's far from it. But then I'm thinking about anything else. There is no get rich quick easy. I mean, shit, the easiest thing would have been was to buy Bitcoin, you know. But even looking at old posts and old videos, most people did not hold on to Bitcoin. And I think the people that really did are people who already knew what was going on, because they were smart money. They already had the game locked, where, you know, people were just telling them what's the future. And if you think a lot of these individuals and corporations and companies were not in on Bitcoin from the beginning, or very close to the beginning, you're crazy. You're fudging crazy, man. Especially when you understand Andreessen Horowitz, or whatever this guy's name is. He basically walked up into the CIA like, hey, I got this device for you guys. You should really check out this new crypto thing, Bitcoin. Like, he walked into the CIA. If you understand, if you look back at the backstory, it's like, nigga walked into CIA. So, and this was in 2014. And I do think the Bitcoin is a CIA government project, but that's why you need to be in it, because it is the future financial system. Not financial advice. I'm not telling you to do anything. If you just look at the timing of everything, 2008 happened. These people are not millionaires, billionaires running the country, running the world, because of their ignorance that they portray online and on the TV. Like, it's all an act. These people are fucking smart. So yeah, I believe 100% that these folks knew what they were doing when they got into Bitcoin early and stuff like that. And yes, I do believe that it is a new world order project, but I do believe that it's necessary. It's necessary because the dollar is dying, and they needed a new system to put everybody on, because there's nothing else that they could have used. Anyway, I know I'm gonna make some people upset with all of that. I know I'm gonna make some people upset. And I'm in Bitcoin. I am in Bitcoin, please, okay? What I'm saying overall is that right now we are in a bad economy, right? For the average person, we cannot think average. We have to think how we're going to play the system. Okay? We have to think about how, when other people are fearful, we are fucking greedy. For example, he was saying something. I'm going to start looking for this house. I was going to wait until I had this closing, and then the money and the closing costs and this and that. Fuck all that. I have to believe that there's a seller somewhere out there right now. There's a seller out there somewhere right now who really wants to let go of their property, who doesn't want to deal with the maintenance, doesn't want to deal with the tenants, and they're willing to offer me an excellent deal at a great price with great terms, without me having to get a new mortgage, if I just find them. Brooklyn, Bronx, Newburgh, it doesn't matter. They're out here. I just got to figure out where they're at. And that's what I'm focused on. How do I make sales and then find investment opportunities? So I look forward to a crash, and I know that some people aren't gonna like that, and oh, the jobs and stuff like that. Listen, man, I can't. Everybody's gotta do his best for them. But for me, I am looking forward to a shakeout. I'm looking forward to Bitcoin going to 50, 60,000. Now, is that a wish? More, probably. I see the stock market correcting more than Bitcoin at the moment, or going down to 60. Maybe going back to 100. 60 is a wish. But you know, we'll see, man. I mean, I just think that at the end of the day, I'm excited. I'm fucking excited, bro. I don't know how to say it to anybody else. I'm excited. to see where the market is going to go, to see where the economy is going to go. And to me, it is in these moments when wealth is built. See, it's easy to buy SCHD when you see it's plus and it's up. It's been hard to buy SCHD over the last 6 months because it's been down. It's been down. It's easy to buy Bitcoin when you see it going up from 110, 115, 120. I had to pull myself back like, listen, do not buy this shit right now. Do not want to be one of these dumb money people who you see something going up, so you want to get into it now. Hold off. I had to tell myself that. So I just want to encourage y'all to start looking for opportunities. Start looking for where people are running from real estate right now, but everybody still needs a place to live. So I personally wouldn't run from real estate. I would look, and he said it. He said, figure out debt, learn how to structure debt, terms. Because if a property is worth $450 and a homeowner wants $5, I'll pay the $5 if you act as the bank, and I pay you over 20, 30 years instead of paying the bank. Yeah, I'll do it. 10 grand, yeah. And as long as the cash flows, it's in decent condition, doesn't need a lot of work, sure, why not? If the terms make sense. I probably still want to try to get that price low, of course. But I mean, it's not always, like, you just gotta look at shit differently. It's not always the mortgage, the debt amount. Sometimes it's the payments, not always payments amounts, the debt amount. Sometimes it's about the cash flow. If you got tenants in there that's been in there for years, they could kind of look after the property and take care of themselves, and it cash flows positively, doesn't require a lot of work, a lot of maintenance. It might be beneficial, even if it's at a higher price. So everything really kind of depends on the circumstance and situation. But for me, I'm here, I'm excited, I'm ready to get it. We'll see what life brings. Later.